So, hello students. For T-Same 5, we will be studying the departmental elective subject that is the information theory and coding. Today we will see what are the contents of the information theory and coding, which will be helpful for you to opt this subject. So, what is information theory and coding? So, basically, information is nothing but it is a source of communication system. It can be analog or it can be digital. And information theory is a mathematical approach to study the of the information along with the quantification, storage, and communication of the information. Now, we know that every time we are using the data will be converted in the form of information. Now, when we are talking about data, each and every person is creating lot of data every day. That's the reason whenever we are talking about this data, storing of this data or sharing of this data required maximum processing. Now, when we are saying ki this data is present, so for storing that data, we need to convert that data into a minimum space. When we are talking about sharing the data, we need effective communication channels where we can send it in a minimum space, in a minimum bandwidth, as well as when we are talking about storing a data into a virtual environment, or it may be your clouds. On that, whenever we are sharing the data, or it may be a social media, so whenever we are sharing the data, we need a communication channel and we are going to send the data through the communication channel. So in all these activities, what we are going to require are the maximum amount of the algorithms, those who will help us to convert your data or the information in the form of code, the code which computer understands. And once you have a course, these codes are going to help your entire data or the entire information. It will be converted into coding such a that it will be easier to access through the communication channel. It is easier to transmit through the communication channel. So basically, for the information theory and coding for this particular subject, we are going to talk about multiple techniques where we are converting the data into codes. So, what are the learning objective of this subject? To learn the principle and applications of information theory and communication system. Second is to study various data compression methods. Third one is to model continuous and discrete communication channel. And fourth one, to understand the theoretical framework upon which the error control codes are designed. So basically, for information theory and coding, if you are having a very good mathematical uh, uh, base, then the maximum algorithms are uh, helpful, or the maths is helpful to analyze the algorithms which are mentioned in the information theory and coding. And with the help of that, you will see the scope of the this particular subject is huge, and that is the reason this subject is used widely in all the domains. So, what are the models? Here we have total 6 modules for this particular subject. Very first module is Introduction to Information Theory. So what we are going to cover in this module is all the probabilities. With the help of probability, how we can calculate the community distribution functions, how we can find out probability distribution function, what are the different random variables, how joint probability density is occurred, as well as what is the meaning of entropy and relation among the entropy and mutual information. So all this mathematical related information which is required for communication, that we are going to study in the module number 1. In module number 2, once we are aware about the information of the mathematical tools, then how we can apply these mathematical tools so that we can use it into a communication channel, and we can convert the data or the information in the form of efficient codes. So for that, we have source coding technique. This is a module number 2. So over here, what we are going to study are the different coding techniques. For example, we will talk about Huffman code. We will talk about some of the LZW coding, or it may be how we, what is coding efficiency, what is coding redundancy, everything related with the source coding that we will cover in module number 2. Then once we have converted this into a code, how we have to transmit it. For that, we should have the information about the communication channel. So let us understand what is the communication channel, how it works. So to get aware about this, the communication channel information, what are the different aspects which we have to study for the communication channel, how exactly your channel capacity is assigned, how it is decided. So for that, for example, your Shannon's-Hartley law, all this we are going to study in module number 3. Once we have sent the data from the communication channel, we know that data will never be accurate data. In that sense, whether the data which is transmitted, whether it is a right or wrong, to understand that the error correction and detection, this is a very important task. For that, we have a model number 4. So the module number 4 is going to talk about what is a parity checking, what is a linear block coding, error detecting, correcting capabilities, as well as over here what different methods of cyclic course we are going to study in module number 4. Same in continuation to that, we have a module number 5. We will study the convolution course, and once we have studied everything, how effectively we can use it in a day-to-day life. To understand that, we will see the application of all this in the module number 6 in the form of audio and video coding. So all the techniques which are there for compression techniques, it may be a lossy compression, it may be a lossless compression. All the compression techniques based on that, we have a model number 6 where we will be talking about audio and video coding and different the MPEG or different video compression as well as audio compression methods. So this is all about your information theory and coding subject. So I hope maximum number of students will opt for this, because comparatively, if you see, it's a more mathematical subject. So the students, those who are very much friendly with maths and those who are likely to solve the different algorithms, they will definitely go for this on this subject, information theory and coding. So wish you all a very happy learning, and thank you.